Hi guys! So me again. I'm looking very tired and fresh-faced because it's Children's Day and I just finished teaching kindergarten. It was a really fun day and I got to do face painting on my children, which was so much fun. Yeah, and I got good at it towards the end, I think, so I think they were pretty happy. I mean, I think I could have drawn a brown square and they would have been happy, but it was really cute. Anyway, so my video today is going to be about if I had 1 week in Korea, what would I do? Usually I'm uploading vlogs and things about things that I do on the weekend, which is amazing because I have so much time here since I live here. But just in case anyone only wants to come for a holiday or is thinking about visiting to Korea before they move here or something like that, I thought I would talk about and use some footage from my past trips about what I would do if I had only 1 week in Korea to explore and try and see everything. So again, I was lucky and I got to come years ago as crew and on my staff travel when I flew for Emirates, so I had a few trips to Korea before I moved here. If you are interested in moving here, I do suggest coming and visiting first because you don't necessarily know if you're going to like it. It is a beautiful place with a very rich and very rich and interesting culture, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. Alright guys, so first thing I would do is I would spend 2 days in Seoul. Make that 3 days in Seoul. So I would spend 3 days in Seoul. On the first day, I would make sure that I would go to the palace in the center of Seoul. This is a very popular tourist attraction, and it is also very good for Korea's history. Not only that, but you can dress up in a hanok, which is very fun, which is the traditional Korean dress. This is actually a really beautiful place to visit and it can be a lot of fun. After seeing the palace, I would make sure I go to Insadong and see all the amazing cafes. This is a hanok style cafe street, so everything is in the old traditional houses, which is kind of sitting with the same theme. After that, you can even walk to the area in towards Seoul Tower, which is the huge tower sitting on the mountain. You can go up the top or take the cable car. Either way, you get an amazing view, whether you go all the way up or you just take the cable car. Alright guys, so for day 2, I would only have this as my day 2 if you like hiking. If you do not like hiking, just skip it. So for my day 2, what I would do is hike. Now, hiking is a very big thing in Korea. It is extremely popular, and there's 2 hikes that I would definitely suggest near Seoul. Now the first one is Bukhansan. This is probably the most famous hike that you will see a lot. Now this is also quite difficult and quite terrifying. Once you get to the top, you're actually scaling on the cliff and it can be a little scary. But other than that, it does have beautiful views. But honestly, the one that I would really recommend is Mount Achesan. Well, Achesan, because san in Korean means mountain. So Achesan has amazing views of Korea. You can see Lotte Tower, you can see Seoul Tower, and it is incredibly beautiful. Not only that, it is not as hard as Bukhansan and it will not take the whole day. So what I would do is I would go for a hike and then just try and go for a nice dinner or something. There's actually an amazing pork cutlet place in Seoul Tower, so if you didn't get to that on the first day, I would go to that. Now, day 3, what I would do is go to my favorite place in Korea. I would travel out of Seoul towards Chuncheon to go to Nami Island. Nami Island is amazing. You can actually even do a long zip line from the mainland onto the island. Now, this island is very special and it is well known for being beautiful in all seasons. So you can travel at any time of year and it will be incredible. After the 3 days in Seoul, I would go and spend 1 night in Jeonju. Okay, Jeonju is I can't think of what they call it, but it's almost like a traditional city. So they have a big hanok village, one of the most famous hanok villages in Korea, which is amazing. You can go along and get a lot of different style foods. They have one that's like strawberries covered in toffee. You can find that everywhere in Jeonju. They have a special squid, it's like squid on a stick, but it's really good. If you go get the spicy one, it's good and it's not really spicy, it's more like spices. But you can get cheese and I think just original. But it is absolutely amazing. You can go there. Once again, you can rent a hanbok and you can even stay in a hanok. We booked a hanok on booking.com and it was absolutely amazing. It was really, really cheap, and the owners of the hanoks were really, really kind. They ended up giving us, I think, a free upgrade, and because they didn't speak English well, they provided a sheet with a lovely letter. So that is what I would do on day 1, 2, 3, 4. After day 4, I would go and spend 2 days in Busan. Now, I love Busan. It is possibly one of my favorite places in Korea. It is absolutely beautiful and there's endless options to do. In Busan, you can do the touristy things like go and see Busan Tower. There's some beautiful seaside temples and things like that. If you're more interested in relaxing, you can go to Gwangali Beach or hit up some rooftop restaurants and cafes. Busan is absolutely incredible and I really, really love it. There's also again some amazing hikes around the coast and everything like that in Busan, which is absolutely incredible. Now I know we've only got 1 day left. Or maybe we can add 2. If you've got 2 extra days, guys, or even if you want to do it in 1, I would keep going south and head to Jeju Island. Flights can be very, very cheap, and especially from Busan. Jeju Island is kind of got a country town vibe. I really do like it, and it is really, really beautiful. Again, there is amazing hikes here and there is amazing beaches. So if by the end of this trip you're tired of hiking, I would definitely go to the amazing beaches and get some food. They're known very, very well for their black pork barbecue, I think, down there. It is absolutely delicious and I would definitely give it a try. Anyway, guys, so I hope this was good if you want to spend 7 or 8 days in Korea, and where I would go and what my recommendation would be. Alright, bye guys.